People ask me if I ever miss being in prison or if I ever think of going back, because I've known a lot of guys who have. I know one guy out in LA that I talked to, he said he woke up every day for 6 months and just figured today was the day he was going to go back because he didn't know how to deal with the stress of the street. And I've never had that urge. I've never had a desire to go back. But what I do think about sometimes is how nice it would be to just drop everything in my life. Drop social media, drop the nonprofit, drop everything, move to a small town in the middle of nowhere where nobody knows me and just reinvent myself. Just become the person that I was meant to be without all the outside influences, without all the trauma of prison, without all the stuff from my childhood. Just reinvent myself and find who I really want to be. When I first had that thought, I felt so much shame. I felt like it was the most selfish thing in the world. Like, how could I only think of myself and not think about all the people that I would be letting down? Then it slowly dawned on me that in a way, I've spent my entire life prioritizing other people and other things outside of myself. Even the stuff I did to go to prison, I was doing for the group. I was doing for people. The shooting was behind two guys who would not leave my buddy's girlfriend alone. And when I realized that I'd spent my entire life doing that, I started wondering, what would it actually be like to just move to that small town, to just focus on myself, just give myself time to heal and figure out who I want to be. Because I went from being in prison, being obscure and not having a lot of options beyond something that I could create, to being out in the world, to traveling, to meeting people, to working in every sector I could ever possibly imagine, and there was no in between. It was like going from 0 to 1,000. And sometimes it would be nice to dial it back to 100, to go to that small town, to have a dog, God knows, maybe even have a family.